Hey y'all, it's Miss Gross. Want to go over this checkpoint after school tutoring. So on this one it says write an equation for each story, then find the number of problems originally assigned by each teacher. If you get stuck, try drawing a diagram to represent the story. So there's two different stories here. So let's look at the first one. 5 students came for after school tutoring. Lynn's teacher assigned each of them the same number of problems to complete. So we don't know how many problems, we just know that 5 students got the same number. So we could do 5 times x or 5 times n or whatever variable you choose to use. I'm going to use x. Then he assigned each student 2 more problems. So each of the 5 students got 2 more problems. 30 problems were assigned in all. So let's go over here so that we can write the equation. So we have, for number 1, we have 5 students, each got the same number of problems, plus the same 5 students got 2 problems each. And there were 30 problems in all. So you could write it like this, or you could write it like 5x plus 10, because there were 10 problems there, so you could do it that way. Or you could even write it like this: 5 students got x plus 2. They got some problems plus they got 2 more, equals 30. Either way you want to write it is totally fine with me. But ultimately, we're going to get to this 5x plus 10 equals 30 to solve. So I'm going to draw my little line down here to separate the equal signs. So it's already simplified by doing the distributive property there. And second thing we want to do is get rid of the constant. The constant is plus 10, so we get rid of plus 10 by subtracting 10 from both sides. So 5x equals 20. Now, 20 is the number of problems that Lynn's teacher assigned. So honestly, the answer there is 20. But if we wanted to go ahead and finish it off, we could figure out how many Lynn's teacher assigned to each student. So if we divide by 5, that would tell you how many Lynn's teacher assigned to each student originally, and it would be 4. So originally, Lynn's teacher assigned 4 problems to each student, and then assigned 2 more to each student. All right, so then let's go back to the second problem. The second problem says 5 students came in for after-school tutoring. Priya's teacher assigned each of them the same number of problems to complete. This looks like the same thing, 5 times x. Then she assigned 2 more problems to one of the students. So only one of the students is getting the 2 extra problems. 27 problems were assigned in all. So on this particular one, when we want to write and solve it, we're going to have to, let me get a new sketch here. All right, so this one starts out the same. It's 5 times x, but only one student is getting the 2 problems. So not all 5 of them. And then it equals, 27 in all, okay? So then we're gonna solve to figure out how many the teacher originally assigned each student. So let's take away the 2 extra that he gave that one student, or Priya's teacher gave one student. So 25 were assigned to each of the 5 students. And then we figure out what times 5 gives us 25. So I can undo times 5 by dividing by 5. And 5 times 5 is 25. So each student was originally given 5 problems by Priya's teacher. So, all right, and let's go back to this problem. And I think it answered all of them. We found the equation and we did the problems. So hopefully this video helps.